One of the scariest phenomena that we keep seeing in these fire zones are these bizarre columns of flame spinning from the ground up into the sky. Technically speaking, scientists usually refer to these as fire whirls, but in keeping with the rule that adding NATO onto the end of any word makes it infinitely more terrifying, many are simply calling these fire NATOs. Let's bring in our own Tom Foreman. Tom, how does one of these so-called fire NATOs or fire whirls, how does it form?
Well, as you know, Jake, one of the most dangerous things out there for a wildland firefighter is a day where the weather and the winds are constantly shifting, where a fire can spring up and one moment it can be pushed one direction and moments later it can be pushed back the other way. So how does this all come together to create that spiral? Well, first of all, the fire burns into a hotbed of fuel, whether it's low grasses or low shrubs, something that really gets it going. So you're talking about 1,500 to 2,200 degrees in temperature. Then a cold pocket of air appears somewhere above it, and all of that hot air starts rushing up toward that cold pocket, and you end up getting that typical spiraling pattern that you see in tornadoes, in fact. And up it goes, and as it does, it brings in hot gases from down around the ground, which may not be burning here, but as they get up high enough where there's enough oxygen, they burst into flames, and that establishes that column, which starts rotating more and more rapidly, Jake.
These things are fascinating and terrifying to watch, Tom. Are they actually as strong or as dangerous as regular tornadoes?
Generally, no. There are such things as true fire tornadoes, but they're incredibly rare. That's basically a tornado colliding with a brush fire. But when you talk about a fire whirl, or a fire devil, as some people call it, we're talking about something more around 20, 30, 40 miles an hour instead of hundreds of miles an hour. But it's still dangerous, and here's why. Because those winds we talked about earlier can make these things lay over, and they start going horizontal, and then it's essentially like a blowtorch blowing hundreds of degrees, thousands of degrees out across the ground, a huge danger to firefighters who get close. And here's another danger. I talked about the gases that get drawn in. Even as this thing is going straight up in the air, also, there are very tiny particles that are drawn in, and they may not be burning here either, but when they get up high, they burst into flames. Then they can be flung out and carried by the wind so far that they start creating little ancillary fires off in the distance. And it's very easy for firefighters who are too close to one of these, or citizens who are too close, to find themselves caught. And imagine if this fire that catches them between this spreads all around, and suddenly they're essentially in a ring of fire, surrounded in all directions. That's why these have to be treated with caution. And these are fairly common. Fire whirls like this, Jake, I've been covering fires for a long time, more than 30 years. You rarely get to see them up close as we have, but they're out there and they have to be treated with respect.
And that's one of the reasons for the evacuation orders we keep hearing about. Tom Foreman, thank you so much.